Hey guys, welcome back to Story Time. Today we'll be reading a collection of poems that are related to fairies. So this one's called If You See a Fairy Ring. Since this is a book of poems, I'm only going to read a few of them since there are quite a bit. The Sunshine Fairies. The little sunshine fairies are out on sunny days. They gaily go a-dancing along the country ways. They paint the flower faces, the leaves of forest trees, and tip the little grasses, all waving in the breeze. They color all the apples and work for days and weeks to make the grapes bloom purple and paint the peaches' cheeks. Ah, there's a tiny fairy, she's in the garden bed. It's little ray of sunshine who makes the roses red. If you see a fairy ring. If you see a fairy ring in a field of grass, very lightly step around tiptoe as you pass. Last night fairies frolicked there, and they're sleeping somewhere near. If you see a tiny fae lying fast asleep, shut your eyes and run away. Do not stay or peep, and be sure you'll never tell, or you'll break a fairy spell. Have you ever watched the fairies? Have you ever watched the fairies when the rain is done, spreading out their little wings to dry them in the sun? I have. Isn't it fun? Have you heard the fairies all among the limes, singing little fairy tunes to little fairy rhymes? I have, lots and lots of times. Have you seen the fairies dancing in the air and dashing off behind the stars to tidy up their hair? I have. I've been there. Fairy shoes. The little shoes that fairies wear are very small indeed, no larger than a violet bud, as tiny as a seed. The little shoes that fairies wear are very trim and neat. They leave no tracks behind for those who search along the street. The little shoes of fairies are so light and soft and small that though a million passed you by, you would not hear at all. The Rainbow Fairies. Two little clouds on a summer's day went flying through the sky. They went so fast they bumped their heads and both began to cry. Old Father Sun looked out and said, "Oh, never mind, my dears, I'll send my little fairy folk to dry your falling tears." One fairy came in violet, and one wore indigo. In blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, they made a pretty row. They wiped the cloud tears all away, and then from out the sky, upon a light of sunbeams made, they hung their gowns to dry. Fairies. There are fairies at the bottom of our garden. They often have a dance on summer nights. The butterflies and bees make a lovely little breeze, and the rabbits stand about and hold the lights. Did you know that they could sit upon the moonbeams and pick a little star to make a fan and dance away up there in the middle of the air? Well, they can. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to stop right there since there's several poems to this book. I hope you enjoyed the ones that I've selected, and we'll see you next time. Bye!